it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 8th update for Deck of Panning. Emily and Max created this project. This is my first year participating, but it's been going on for a while. And I'm sure you know the rules. You use a deck of cards and the game board that Emily randomizes and shuffles for us. And you use those cards and the game board to determine what prompts you're going to get and bring in items for a usage goal or to finish. I have been working on the usual 5 cards, and so we're going to go through my progress over the last month, and I will be drawing a card this time. I always start with the things that have been in here the longest. The first one was for the 10 of Hearts, which at the time was in it for the long haul. This has been a long haul indeed. This is my Osei Ocean Eyes Age-Defying Eye Serum. My goal is to finish this, and I'm nowhere close to done. I am not going to finish it this year. But at the last update, I was near the top of the E, and now I'm at the bottom of the E. So there's progress there. This is going so slowly that I don't see a point in making line markings because they would all just be right on top of each other. But this is an okay eye serum. I think I prefer eye cream, so I don't think I buy it again. But I'm using it every night. It just takes a very long time. It has a roller ball on it. The roller ball feels kind of nice, but I think that's part of why it moves so slowly. It just doesn't deposit much product on your under eye area. I also drew at some point the 9 of Spades, which was at the time Match's eye color. I went into my Lilo & Stitch Ohana palette. This is the shade Ohana, which is a very dark brown, like my eye color. My goal is to hit pan in it. At the last update, I had 19 uses. I've used it 3 times for 22. Still no pan. It is very difficult to hit pan in this. It's a very hard pressed formula, but also very fine. It gets hard pan really easily, and I've had a little bit of issues with that. I'm still working on it, still trying to hit pan. Who knows when I'll do it. At some point, I also drew the 9 of Clubs, and when I drew it, it was bronzer. This is my Tarte Amazonian Clay Hotel Heiress bronzer, kinda. It's a Franken bronzer now. At the last update, I have 5 uses on this. I'm still at 5 uses. I haven't used it, but this is going to become a focus. I am putting away the face palette I was working on temporarily so I can focus on this and another product and another project. So I'm hopefully going to get closer to my 20 use goal by next time. We'll see how many uses I get. Then at one point I drew the 3 of Spades, which was in it for the long haul, and that was the 3rd time I drew a card with that prompt attached to it, so I decided not to do it. I invoked the rule that says that if you either really don't want to or can't do a prompt that you draw, you can draw 2 more cards and combine them, and that's what I did. The first card was the 2 of Hearts, which was Fantasy Self, and then the 3 of Diamonds was Duo or Multichrome. So what I picked for that was this limited to Body Glitter. I had a goal of using it 10 times. At the last update at 8 uses, and I have used it the other 2 times. I mostly used it on my nails, but I did use it on my body a couple of times. But in any case, I have met my goal. This still works somehow. It's a glitter suspended in a gel, and the gel is still a fluid. I don't know how this works because this is over 20 years old. But since it still works, I'll keep it around, and I have discovered that I will use it on my nails. This had previously been sitting around just never being used because I don't typically wear body glitter, but on my nails is fine, and I'll use it that way. So I have found a reason to keep it around after all this time, and so this is still in my collection, but out of the project as a goal met. And the last prompt that I was working on was for the card Jack of Diamonds, which is an indie product. I picked this Jouer eyeshadow in the shade Chocolat. It's a satin finish type of brown. At the last update, I had 6 uses on it, and I'm now up to 9. I have 1 more use to hit my 10 use goal. So not rolling out yet, will be very soon. I do like it. It is quite old. Jouer doesn't make eyeshadows anymore, but it does work very well. It's still very blendable. And being a satin, sometimes I use it as like a one and done. Other times I just put it in my crease. But it is very nice still, and I'm going to be keeping it around. And someday I might finish it, but it'll be years. Since I did meet my goal on that body glitter, I am going to be drawing 1 new card. This is my deck of cards, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle. I am filming this update unusually early. I usually film these either on the 17th or the 18th. I'm actually filming on September 11th, and that's just for schedule convenience, and that is my dog coughing. That's what you're hearing. He's okay. And I actually am not sure that Emily has updated the game board. It doesn't look like it, but it doesn't really matter in my case because last time I didn't draw any cards, so it's a new game board to me anyway, and that's okay. So let's go here. That's enough shuffling, and we're gonna just draw the top card and see what I get. The 4 of Clubs. The 4 of Clubs is hit a pan. All right. So I am going to figure out what I want to hit a pan on, and I will be back. Alright, I'm back, and the product I chose to hit a pan in is this sample blush of NARS Orgasm X. I'm not sure I'm actually going to hit pan in this. I used it 30 times in a project last year, and a couple more times since then, and I am nowhere close. There's not even really a dip. It looks like there's a disturbance, but there's no dip. But this is probably just going to be in the project the rest of the time, and I will attempt to hit pan on this blush. So there's my update for next time. I know I'm going to meet at least one goal. I just have one more use left on this Jouer eyeshadow. Still hoping I'm going to hit pan on that Ohana shade. I don't know, we'll see. And until then, wish me luck. Good luck with your projects, and I will see you next month. Bye!